Today we're talking about the top 10 household toxins we need to avoid. And this is critical information because there's chemicals all around us. There's over 84,000 chemicals in our society. Most of these have not been tested, or when they are tested, they're tested in isolation, but not in combinations with each other. And see, our body has an ability to handle toxins and to eliminate toxins through our detoxification pathways. Our liver deactivates the toxins, and then oftentimes we get the toxins out through either our perspiration, so our sweat, our respiration, which is actually where we remove most of our toxins, through our breathing, also through defecation, so when we go to the bathroom, and then of course urination as well. That's how we're moving these toxins out. But the problem is when we have more toxins coming in than we're able to eliminate, they start to build up. And we call it the toxic bucket theory, meaning that we all have this bucket and usually it's got little holes where the toxins are leaving. So as toxins are coming in, they're leaving our body. But over time, if we have more toxins coming in than are leaving, that bucket starts to fill up, and once it overflows, that's when we have chronic symptoms. Those chronic symptoms could be chronic inflammation, fatigue, brain fog, poor memory. It could be skin issues, skin rashes, or eczema. It could be thyroid issues. It could be trouble losing weight. In fact, a lot of these toxins are linked, they're called obesogens, because they're actually linked with weight loss resistance, and they actually build up. We store them in our fat cells, and our body will hold on to the fat because it doesn't want to burn it, because it will allow the chemicals, if it burns the fat, the chemicals will become liberated and then get into vital organs where they can cause further damage and destruction. So these chemicals are things we definitely want to avoid and minimize our exposure to, and they're all around us. So when we look at it, toothpaste, number one, anything we put in or on our body, we definitely need to make sure it's as chemical-free as possible. We're consuming these chemicals through the air that we breathe, the water that we're drinking, products that we're putting on our skin, right? This is how we're being exposed to these. So toothpaste is a really big one. We see with toothpaste, most conventional toothpaste has sodium lauryl sulfates in it. It has artificial dyes and colors and artificial sweeteners in it. It has titanium dioxide. All of these things, these chemicals are very toxic and hazardous for our body. So we want to avoid that. It has fluoride in it as well. So you can get natural forms of toothpaste. There's a lot of great brands out there if you're looking for natural fluoride-free toothpaste. Things without sodium lauryl sulfates. There's a lot of good ones out there. You can even just brush your teeth actually with baking soda if you wanted to, and it can be surprisingly effective for reducing plaque, tartar, and improving overall dental health. Even hydrogen peroxide you can put on, and that has been shown to have positive response on reducing plaque. So you don't even need a fancy toothpaste, although you can find really good natural toothpaste without the chemicals. So toothpaste is one of the first things you should consider when it comes to getting anything natural, because you're putting it directly into your body, into your mouth, where those chemicals will absorb right into your bloodstream through the gum lining and into your saliva and all the different glands that are in your mouth. Number two is deodorant. Obviously, we're putting that right under our arms. That area is right where we have some big lymph nodes. It's an area where we really tend to absorb a lot of compounds that are coming in our underarms. And deodorant, we have all kinds of problems. We have aluminum in there, we've got parabens, we've got phthalates, these estrogenic chemicals. They call them forever chemicals. They mimic estrogen in our body, and they are linked with higher risks of breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, really all cancers across the board, and increase our risk of autoimmune conditions as well. And so really problematic there. Makeup is another big one. In makeup, most women don't even know this. A lot of lipsticks, conventional lipsticks, they have lead in the lipstick. Lead is one of the most toxic substances we could put in our body. A lot of makeups still have all different types of heavy metals and parabens and phthalates, these forever xenoestrogenic chemicals that I was talking about. Really toxic stuff. And so we want to make sure we're avoiding that. Moisturizers. And so again, anything we're putting on our skin, right, that's going to get into our body. We call it transdermal absorption. That means through the skin, we're absorbing it directly into our bloodstream. So those chemicals, and really anything we put on our skin, should be as free of chemicals as possible. And so moisturizers are key. Shampoos and soaps. A lot of these things also have antibacterial compounds like Triclosan, which has been linked with different types of cancers, autoimmune conditions, chronic inflammatory diseases. And so really, really important that we are getting natural forms. If you're looking for like shampoos, you can get, if you go on Amazon or any sort of online retailer, you can find things like Dr. Bronner's. They've got a great selection of cleaners as well as like shampoos. And there's a whole market for these kind of more organic, natural cosmetics, organic, natural cleaning agents, and I would highly encourage you to do that. The more you can minimize these toxins, the better your body's going to be able to adapt to any sort of toxins that it may encounter, and the better it's going to be able to eliminate them. It's the bombardment of toxins that become the problem. So shampoos and soaps, another big one. Scented candles and air fresheners. These things are really toxic. Okay, if you're putting on scented candles in your house, air fresheners, you're putting them in your car, you are being exposed to a bombardment of carcinogenic and inflammatory chemicals. So what's better? You can use things like essential oils, for example. Essential oils work great as far as, you can also get beeswax candles that are made out of beeswax and not the chemicals. And so those work really, really well as well. So you can do that. You can still do candles. You just want to get the beeswax candles. Air fresheners, put in essential oil diffusers around your house. All-purpose cleaners, like if you're cleaning something and you're spraying it, all the chemicals are getting in the air and you're breathing that in. That's really toxic. In fact, one of the biggest occupational hazards are people that clean homes for a living, people that are doing cleaning in their job, right? And they've got these all-purpose cleaners, these glass cleaners, and they're just spraying them right in front of their face and cleaning things. Those people in particular, they need to make sure they're doing everything they can to eliminate those toxins, but also try to get more natural stuff. In fact, you can actually clean with white distilled vinegar. So you just get white distilled vinegar, put in a few drops of your favorite essential oils. Some good ones would be like lemon essential oil or lime essential oil or citrus essential oil, which gives a nice, more citrusy type of smell. And that can work great for cleaning a lot of different surfaces. It actually works really, really well, as good as all these chemical-based cleaning agents and without the toxins. So that can work really, really well. Laundry detergent. Believe it or not, even though you dry the laundry and everything like that, the soaps, the dyes, the chemicals that are in there, the parabens, all the different chemicals can actually, when you wash your clothes with that, now it's on your clothes and that's going to actually impact your skin and get in your body. Okay, now I wouldn't say that is quite as important as these other ones, okay, because some of it has diffused away through the drying process, but it's still important. It's still an area where you're going to be exposed to chemicals. Bleach as well, like if you're using bleach and you can smell it, that's a really potent chlorine compound that's going to damage your microbiome. Obviously, we're breathing it in, so it really impacts our respiratory biome, meaning our sinuses, our lungs, all the epithelial layers of our body. Wherever there's mucus layers, which is going to be in our lungs, our sinuses, our gut, those areas are lined by bacteria, and the bleach, the chlorine compounds, kill off good bacteria, and so they can create a dysbiosis in those areas, which can predispose you to a lot of different infections. And on top of that, the bleach is just really hazardous, so it causes more inflammation in our airways, which can increase your risk of asthmatic attacks, COPD levels increase, sinus infections, sinusitis, just inflammation in the sinuses can increase if we're using bleach and being exposed to that. And then number 10 is dishwashing detergent. In fact, one of the most toxic things people do is they'll put in your traditional dishwashing detergents, which have a lot of chlorine compounds, things like that, and then they open the dishwasher during the drying phase to get a dish out, and boom, like they're hit with all of this vapor. We've all done it before, right? So all of this vapor, and if it's a commercial grade dishwashing detergent, that's going to be highly toxic, and you're inhaling it, breathing it right in, and things that you inhale are going to get right into different parts of your brain, right into your circulation. So really, really hazardous from that perspective. There's a lot of good natural dishwashing detergents out there. There's a great brand that I use for laundry and dishwashing. It's called Truly Free. Really great stuff. So that's one that I endorse and I recommend, but there's a lot of things that you can do. I mentioned Dr. Bronner's. There's Mrs. Meyer's has some good stuff for laundry. Also for cleaning agents, right? All-purpose cleaners, things like that, Mrs. Meyer's. So there's lots of different brands. There's a whole market that's been built around doing these things naturally because people like myself and many other influencers are teaching people we've got to reduce our exposure to toxins. This is so critical. The average individual is urinating out over 500 chemicals, toxic chemicals that mankind wasn't even exposed to 150, 200 years ago. And we're peeing them out every single day today. And many of these things are not getting out of our body. They're getting into our system, getting into our fat cells, and causing weight loss resistance, causing liver dysfunction, causing congested bile ducts, increasing our risk of cancer. So very critical that we're reducing these toxins. This should be a priority point when it comes to just living a healthy lifestyle, minimizing your exposure to these toxins, right? And that's just super critical. You know, one other thing I could talk about would be what you're using on your lawn care, right? We didn't even talk about that, but many people are using glyphosate and other different types of chemicals that are really hazardous that we try to avoid in food, which is one of the reasons why we choose organic food. So a lot of people are using glyphosate, Roundup, different weed killers that are really hazardous for the body. So that's another big thing we could talk about. We could talk about water filtration, the importance of having good water filtration to get chemicals out. But this is a great place right here to start. Make sure you're doing everything you can to get natural products to replace the chemical-based products in these key areas. So remember, the food that you eat, the water that you breathe, things that you're putting on your skin and the water that you're drinking, that's gonna be where you're getting toxins. So super key that we're doing our best to eliminate those and then opening up the drainage pathways and helping our body detoxify.